Welcome to Alpha as Try, where we break down but hopefully don't break early access games, and today we're looking at Forge Quest.
The Quest! The Quest!
Funded through Kickstarter in 2012, Forge Quest is being developed by some guys who are literally one town over from where I live. It takes a visual style somewhere between 3D.Game Heroes and Minecraft, and applies it to gameplay which borrows elements from titles like Gauntlet, Legend of Zelda, and Diablo. You enter the land of Shmoop, where heroes and villains are carefully regulated by the kingdom to ensure neither gets the upper hand, because previously the economy collapsed after the heroes triumphed over evil. It is in this time, known as the Age of Bureaucracy, or the Age of the Stapler, when you make a character determining things like gender— wait, elf is a gender? Potato is an alignment? And have a rival assigned by the Hero Bureau to talk smack with and occasionally fight. Have I mentioned that this game doesn't take itself seriously? At all. The basic idea is to progress through each level of a dungeon to fight the boss at the end, as well as some mini-bosses in between, and get items from them to advance to more areas. Lather, rinse, repeat. Thankfully it's not a complete slog to get through, as the environments and enemies do change up as you go. Light puzzle elements are introduced, and traps also come into play. Combat in particular is relatively fast-paced and allows a player to keep moving, a little bit, while attacking at either point-blank or long range. The environments are procedurally generated when you make a character, and it can then be regenerated while saving the current progress of your character in case some bugs prevent you from progressing or you just got bored with the way the dungeons looked. The game has partial controller support since it's planning to launch on some consoles, but otherwise you move with WASD and aim and attack with your mouse and the number keys, which can make basic movement and dodging look a little, strange.
I'm so dizzy, my head is spinning like a whirlpool, it never ends.
What makes Forge Quest a bit unique is how it handles classes. Specifically, it doesn't assign a class to a player, but lets the player assign skill points after every level up to specific skill trees related to certain classes, which branch into other related, more advanced classes after a certain number of points. The three base classes are Warrior, Mage, and Rogue, which then lead to other classes like Barbarian, Mystic, and Gadgeteer? The item forging system is also a little bit offbeat. Every item has its own level, which becomes particularly important for equipment. Collecting and then combining fragments with items can level them up, and Forge Quest allows you to level up damn near anything, including other fragments or useless novelty items like a note from your parents. Forge Quest also has a number of multiplayer options, allowing you to play with friends or randoms on top of the usual solo play, though I never tested this because I could never find any public games. Aside from being able to experience the multiplayer, in the future I'd hope to see the class system open up a bit more. The 7 skill point barrier to progress to the next step in each branch seems a bit high and requires dumping all the points into that single class, which I never did because of the utility of abilities across multiple branches. Also, Forge Quest requires you to rebuild the world if you don't play the game for an extended period of time, and by extended period of time, I mean 2 weeks. Another issue is the inventory system. In short, I have no idea how to tell how much inventory space I have, and I only know if it's full when I try to pick up an item and nothing happens. And on a lighter note, I absolutely hate the mechanic for mining resources. In short, you click on some of these large crystals, then play Bejeweled until you run out of moves. That's more of a personal gripe than a critique, but still, Bejeweled can burn in hell. As for more objective critiques, I had numerous instances of things not appearing or disappearing where or when they shouldn't. When picking up items dropped by enemies, there would be a delay before the item was actually picked up. While fighting enemies, there were several times when the damage values would disappear and get replaced by empty black voids. The worst instance, though, was when damn near every building in town disappeared, preventing me from buying or selling items and or equipment.
What? Are there supposed to be houses here?
There's supposed to be houses in these plots.
Did someone steal them? Is that a quest?
No, they're not! Captain Pepper, you're full of shit. The worst issue right now, though, is stability. In the roughly 3.5 hours that I recorded footage for this game, Forge Quest crashed 5 times. That's a little under once every 40 minutes. I can't pinpoint specifically what caused the crash, but every time I restarted the game, I had to redo a floor of the dungeon to get back to where I was. Even when viewing this as a game you'd play in short increments of time, it's still nowhere near as stable as it needs to be. Obviously, I'm hoping this gets fixed, and fixed soon, because I'd rather not have to go through a dungeon dreading that even breaking open a pot will cause the game to... Oh, okay. Okay. Alright.
Oh no!
I see. You don't say. Well then.